It was not until she saw her dead husband sitting in a wheelchair that the woman realized that her husband was not dead 5 years ago, and that the little girl who had just been thrown out was her daughter who should have died in childbirth. But 5 years ago, the father clearly told him that the husband and daughter had died. It turns out that 5 years ago, they were a couple who loved each other. Although the man was poor, he still saved money for a year to buy a diamond ring for the woman. But the woman had an accident when giving birth to the child. If the small city cannot be cured, he can only go to the big city. But the woman's rich father came here. He disliked the man's poor daughter and hid her identity. If she married him, she forcibly separated them on the grounds that the man could not pay the hospital expenses. Otherwise, the woman would not be saved. In order to keep his wife alive, the man could only helplessly agree to separate. Finally, he let the man take the child away. He went to work at the construction site, but accidentally fell into a vegetative state. When the woman woke up, the father told him that the child died because of difficult labor, and the husband also accidentally fell to his death. Later, the woman often dreamed of the picture of her husband falling to his death, but he was still unwilling to accept the fact. But what he didn't know was that both the husband and the daughter were still alive. All these years, he had been relying on his daughter to collect waste to support himself. Every time he would sell the waste to a heartless uncle, he would take out the remote control to increase the weight. But the uncle was not a bad person. He just wanted to use this reason to give the little girl more money. Finally, he threw him a bag of clothes and said he didn't want it. But it was obviously a new purchase. His wife didn't understand why she did this. But when she saw the little girl and her father helpless, she also felt that they were very pitiful. It turned out that the man fell into a pool because of an accident. The girl relied on collecting waste too when he was sent to the hospital. He was told that his condition had worsened and he needed to have an operation immediately. The cost would also cost $200,000. The little girl was so anxious that she knelt down to the doctor and took out the money she had just sold junk. But this was still a lot short of the full operation fee. The helpless little girl could only take the help report and ask others to help him. But he didn't know that his mother and grandfather were in the hospital at this time. They quarreled because of the woman's remarriage. When they left, the woman accidentally dropped the ring. As soon as they went out, they saw the poor little girl. Seeing that he was so pitiful, the woman called an assistant to give him a sum of money and told him to live strong. But when he got home by car, he found that the ring given by his husband was missing. He was very anxious and rushed back to the hospital to find the ring. It happened to be picked up by his father. When he happened to see the little girl, he gave the ring to him and asked him to treat his father. But when he returned to the ward, he was told by the doctor that there was still one day before the best treatment. He had to hurry up and collect the surgery fee, otherwise the patient would be in danger. Seeing the little girl so pitiful, the doctor decided to apply to his